It's impossible. So let's do a burning arc. Actually, I'm just going to hands free. You cannot lose that fight. You're supposed to be made to feel like a god.
Where is your power coming from?
Because you literally do get god power. Briefly.
Anago, to me!
Changed his tune already, hasn't he?
Staunton, my darling. I knew you'd come back for me.
Yeah.
Shut it! Get over here now. Get behind me. If you want to finish her off, you'll have to step over my dead body first. Killing me won't be a challenge, I know. But I can last long enough to give her time to escape.
Crusaders were right. You're a traitor. You always were a traitor.
Maybe you're right. But you won't change your mind either way. So why waste my time trying to convince you? No matter what he does, no matter what he says, Staunton Vane will always be considered a traitor. Well then, Staunton Vane will finally be the traitor you've always wanted.
They've made his character very different to the AP, but I also kind of like it. You're collecting defense as well once becoming a demon. If you take the Lich path, you can kill him and then raise him as a grave god. That's fun. No, Swarm That Walks is not yet in.
Enough talking. Monago,
I
cast
don't
your spells
think.
and get out of here. I'll hold him off. Quickly, before I change my mind.
I think he just stays a fighter. The reason for that is because in the AP he's an anti-paladin, and no matter how much I've asked the devs repeatedly and made my wishes very, very strongly known, anti-paladin is still not a class in Pathfinder. Boss page. You can also find a body of a high priestess of Erastil, and you can raise her from the dead and force her to your will. As I believe she's a ranger or a druid. I can't remember which. I think a ranger. It's pretty fucking cool. The Lich path is definitely my favourite. It is playable. The anti-paladin and the Blighted Meridian is pretty powerful in a Fey campaign. Oh wait, Swarm That Walks is in the beta? Huh. Oh, Call the Wild mod. Yes, that's true. My favourite combo is Anti-Paladin Oracle. Go like 4 levels Anti-Paladin, 16 levels Oracle. Of the life mystery. You become this unkillable, ridiculous saving throws creature. Yeah, I didn't think Swarm That Walks is in the beta. It will be in the final release, as will another path called Legend. Legend, basically you don't take a mythic path, but you can eventually end up with 4 full character classes. So you could be, I think it's 4 anyway, like 20th level fighter, 20th level rogue, 20th level wizard, 20th level druid. It's disgusting. But you don't get any mythic abilities, I believe, is how it works. So the mythic abilities are brutally powerful, however. So ups and downs. You want to be a paladin and anti-paladin at the same time. Unfortunately, paladins have to be lawful good, anti-paladins have to be chaotic evil. As a DM, I say that anti-paladins can be lawful evil, because you could be following the word of your evil-aligned god. Basically, makes sense.
No, my sweet, I won't abandon you. We'll leave this place together, and we'll go where we can be happy.
But yeah, rules as written, anti-paladin, 20 monk, 20 druid, 20 barb. Yeah. And then you take 20 levels in one of the archetypes, which of... what class is it? There's another class where you get your wisdom modifier to armor class, which stacks with the druid, stacks with the monk.
Go. Let me finally. God damn it all! Let's go.
Yep. Same way Sword Saint intelligence modifier to armor class stacks with yeah. So the same way in Kingmaker, not 100% certain in this, but the Sword Saint intelligence modifier to armor class stacks with the Duelist intelligence modifier to armor class. So if you had a 10 intelligence modifier in Kingmaker and you went 10 levels Duelist, 10 levels Sword Saint, you would gain 20 armor class just from your intelligence modifier, which is pretty brutal. A functional shapeshifter, yeah. Yeah, exactly. The demon and the traitor vanish in a magical haze. You feel the energy thrumming through your body and soul start to fade. It doesn't leave you, it hides somewhere deep down, leaving behind a small amount of incredible energy, as well as the understanding that you will one day master that inconceivably huge power. And we now have a mythic rank. So, Mythic Heroes. You have gained your first Mythic rank as a Mythic Hero, starting a whole new track of development independent from your class levels. Every time your Mythic rank increases, you and your companions will gain new Mythic abilities or Mythic feats. Mythic rank will increase as the game story progresses. So Mythic ranks go up as story beats, rather than with an experience point accrual. So we will do ourself first. We level up slightly different to the companions. We have more stuff. So as you can see here, we can't pick these because we don't get to pick these until 3rd rank. This is all a bit new to me as well because they've changed the UI. You can see here's our mythic rank track. So it's going to be Angel, Azata, Demon, Trickster, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 others. Now we haven't unlocked these, so these are locked through story progressions. Yes, in the AP it's trials, and there's only 5. Lich is not one of them. Yeah, exactly. It's pretty much the same. The paths are different, and it works slightly different, but they had to make it work for a computer game. So this is going to be the Swarm That Walks. This is going to be Lich. This would be Legend. So this would be Devil. I don't know what the other one is, though. Anyone know what all the other ones could be? We've got Angel, Azata, Demon, Trickster, Legend, Lich, Swarm That Walks. Oh, Gold Dragon. Ah. Gold Dragon. Okay. Not Devil, but Aeon. Oh, so Devil isn't in it. Okay. I know that was like something which they haven't confirmed nor denied, but looking at this, it doesn't look like there's a free slot for it. Unless one of these is for Devil, and you don't see the Legend option in here, it's just something you revoke later on. I'm not sure. So, first Ascension. We get to choose one of these. This, luckily, does not lock us into our eventual path. It will determine what we get at the first 2 things. Like, we'll get... Like, if we go with a bit of fun... So, let's look at that. So, a bit of fun. gives us... Not telling me what I'm getting for this. Okay. It's a bit of fun. We could summon a Will of the Wisp when we get a creative approach, whatever the fuck that means. We bypass epic damage reduction, we get a mythic ability and a bit of fun. I think these are standard stuff. I'm being an idiot. Here we go. Let's see. Power from Chaos, the ability to create 3 illusionary copies of yourself. These copies last for 1 minute per mythic rank and act like mirror image spell, protecting the character from attacks. These characters can use the ability 3 times per day. On the 2nd mythic rank, these characters become more creative, gaining a +3 circumstance bonus on all skill checks. Close to the Abyss, you grow a pair of horns, gaining a gore attack. Attack's made with a -5 penalty, but deals 1d8 plus 1.5 times your strength. Modified points of piercing damage. Counts as cold iron and magic for the purpose of overcoming damage reduction. 2nd mythic rank, those characters become closer to demons, gaining resistance to electricity 20 and immune to poisons. A subpath for Aeon. Yeah, it's... I guess, yeah. Like, super lawful. Heavens. You gain the ability to unleash a ray of heavenly light targeting an ally or foe within 50 foot as a ranged touch attack. The ray heals allies 4d6 plus 2d6 per mythic rank points of damage, or deals the same amount of damage to enemies. You can use it 3 times a day plus 1, which is pretty damn good. Dance Macabre. Can channel negative energy to deal damage to living creatures or heal undead creatures. You gain channel as basically a cleric. 2nd rank, those characters gain an even greater mastery of negative energy. Their insight into the flow of negative energy also gives them an advantage in combat against enemies that have an affinity for negative energy, such as the undead or the Nabasu demons. You get a +4 bonus on saving throws against death effects, +2 bonus on armor class. Saving throws, weapon attacks, damage rolls against creatures with a negative energy affinity. Force Reality. This is the lawful one. Every enemy within 30 foot around the mythic character is a target of greater dispel, affecting only abilities of the illusion spell. That's pretty powerful. That's mirror image, that's blur, that's displacement. Wow, that's... 2nd rank mythic character gains the ability to fix hindering abnormalities in his allies. 1 ally in close range is target to greater dispel, affecting all negative effects. And then the cast level for these abilities is character level plus mythic rank, and you can use it 3 plus mythic rank times a day. That's pretty cool. Or Instrument of Freedom. You gain the ability to release a bolt of energy from Elysium itself, targeting an ally or foe within 50 foot of ranged touch attack. It does the same thing as the good one. And then on 2nd rank, come closer to assassins that live in Elysium, gaining resist electricity 20 and a +4 bonus to their saving throws against mind affecting effects. I prefer Instrument of Freedom over Close to Heavens. I think we'll go with Instrument of Freedom. Kind of thematic for our character. Even if the Force Reality is pretty awesome. So yeah, we'll go with like we could summon a Wood Golem, summon a Spectre, summon a Spirit Paladin, summon a Babu. All those. Yeah, we'll go with Instrument of Freedom. And now we get a mythic ability. These are basically like superpowers. For example, Abundant Casting. You gain 4 more spells per day of 1st, 2nd and 3rd levels each. Always a chance. You don't automatically miss when you roll a 1 on an attack roll. Archmage Armor, which is what I will be taking for Ember. Whenever you cast Mage Armor on yourself, it gives you an additional armor bonus equal to your mythic rank, which means at 10th rank, Mage Armor gives you 14 armor class. A 1st level spell that gives you 14 armor. Ascendant Element, choose an energy type. The damage of that energy type you deal can no longer be prevented or reduced by resistances or immunities. So if you want to make a blaster caster wizard arcane trickster that just does nothing but like scorching rays and hellfire rays, use fire. It's always going to do the damage. Ascendant summons. Creatures summoned by you gain a bonus to strength, dex, con, whiz, and charisma equal to half your mythic rank +1. And their attacks now ignore damage reduction except N slash. Now N slash is the epic damage reduction. Better jokes. You master the hideous laughter spell. When a creature fails a saving throw against your hideous laughter, another random enemy within 30 foot of the target is affected by the same spell. This chain continues as long as targets continue to fail their saving throws. That's fun. Boundless Healing. Whenever you cast a Cure Wounds spell or another healing spell, it becomes Reach, as though you're using the Reach spell feat. Also, the amount of hit points now restores depends entirely on your caster level, and disregards any limits of the original spell. Which is pretty sick for a cleric. Brutal Incarnate. Your natural attacks now ignore all damage reduction. It's pretty good if you're going down the barbarian route of like the animal totems. We've got Cleaving Shot. Each time you deal a critical damage with your ranged weapon attack or reduce the target to 0 hit points, you deal your weapon damage to all other enemies in a 10-foot radius. Dimensional Retribution. Every time you're targeted by an enemy spell, you gain the ability to teleport to the spellcaster as a move action for the next 2 rounds. Nice. Distracting Shots. If you hit an enemy with a ranged weapon attack, they receive a penalty to armor class against melee attacks equal to half your mythic rank for 1 round. Domain Zealot. You can use abilities of your domains as swift actions. Elemental Barrage. Every time you deal enemy damage to a creature, you apply an elemental mark to it. If during the next 3 rounds you deal energy damage to the marked target with a different type of energy, the target is dealt additional divine damage. This damage is 1d6 per mythic rank of your character. So you take Elemental Barrage, and you take 2 lots of Ascendant Element, and you go Cold and Fire, and you go Sirocco, Polar Vortex. They're fucked beyond belief. Enforced Vigor. Every time you damage an ally, they gain a +2 mythic bonus on attack and damage rolls, and a +1 mythic bonus on saving throws. That's cool if you're going to put it on someone who's going to have loads of controlled fireballs. Yes, pretty much. Ever Ready. Whenever you make an attack of opportunity, you gain a bonus on the attack roll and damage roll equal to your mythic rank. Number of attacks of opportunity you make each round is increased by 2, which obviously stacks with combat reflexes. So say you got 5 decks, you'd then have 7 attacks of opportunity round. Not super useful, unless you are playing as a Swashbuckler. Alright, is even Swashbuckler even in this? Duelist, I guess, could be useful. Exposed Vulnerability. Every 3rd hit with a ranged weapon against the same enemy deals 1d6 per 2 mythic ranks divine damage. Inspirational Leader. Your allies within 50 foot of you gain a bonus equal to your mythic rank +1 to their initiative, saving throws, and concentration checks. No Swashbuckler. Last Stand. Once per day, when your hit point drops low, you become unkillable for 2 rounds. You become immune to damage that would make you unconscious. Sorry. Leading Strike. Every time you hit a target in melee combat, you leave a mark on it. Any ally attacking the marked target deals additional divine damage equal to 1d6 mythic rank to the target, consuming the mark. You give that to all your melee people, and it's repeated extra damage every time someone hits. Because every time they hit, they'll consume the mark and place a mark. Limitless Rage. You no longer have a limited amount of rage rounds per day. Instead, whenever you enter a rage, you gain temporary hit points for every 2 rounds of rage you would be limited to without this ability. Limitless Rage, everybody. Limitless Rage. So good for someone who just dips one level into a barbarian class, right? Magic Nullification. Activating this ability grants you magic immunity and dispels any effects on you. Master Shapeshifter. In this you gain +4 strength, +4 con. I can't remember what else you get, and some temporary hit points. So if you get this right, there are multiple stops in the game where you can change your mythic path. It's not just flat picked at the beginning. I think when you get your 3rd mythic path, that's when you lock in, I believe. When you get your 3rd mythic rank, that's when you choose your path, whether it's a Zata, Angel, Demon, Aeon, etc. But yeah, for the first 2 mythic ranks, you don't get anything path related. And the path related stuff, for the Lich, for example, you gain a skeletal companion, so like an animal companion, except it's a skeleton, which as you rank up gets better and better. You gain a Lich spellbook, which a bunch of spells in, and some of them are pretty cool. Special spells, just access to the Lich. So let's see. So Master Shapeshifter, and also with the Lich thing, it's not like you choose the path and you become a Lich. There's a whole like story and quest. And can you give the skeleton? Yes, it has its full equipment page. You choose what weapons to give it. You can give it braces of armor, dex belts, charisma helmet, whatever the shit. It's really cool. Whenever you become a target of a polymorph effect, all the physical ability scores adjustments are modified by +4. Additionally, if you have the wild shape ability, you can use it any number of times per day. Yes, you pick its class as well. However, if you choose the skeleton class assassin, which I did in my first playthrough, which if anyone wants to watch it, it's up on the YouTubes. If you choose assassin, it doesn't get any sneak attack. No sneak attacks. It gets dual wielding feats, and it comes with like 2+2 cookeries or something like that. No sneak attacks. Later on, you can choose to give it like an advanced class, and I chose cleric. Problem with that is it had a wisdom score of 10, which meant I had to give it a +4 wisdom headband for it to be able to prepare spells. And the problem with that is it could only cast up to 2nd level. It could only cast up to 4th level spells, even though it had access to 5th level spells. Whether that's because I chose assassin first, or whether because it didn't take into account choosing cleric at the 2nd stage, I don't know. I did report it as a bug in the last beta, so it might be fixed for this beta. We'll see. It was assassin. It had loads of ranks in stealth, loads of 2-weapon fighting feats. That's basically it's, do you want a 2-weapon fighting, do you want a shooty type, or do you want a dual wieldy type as your starting skeleton, pretty much. This is actually pretty good. So whenever you come into type of a polymorph effect, that includes dragon shape. So you become a dragon shape, all of your ability score adjustments go up by an additional 4. That's pretty nice. Also, unlimited wild shape abilities. That's unlimited elemental abilities. It's with an additional +4. That's pretty sick. Mythic Charge. Your charge attacks deal additional divine damage equal to 1d6 per mythic rank. Powerful Shadows. Your shadow spells are 20% more real. Now, you might think, so. there's a really good sorcerer or wizard archetype based around shadow spells and illusion spells, which makes powerful shadows really good. A druid swarms that walk, that's already decided. Mine will be the Lawful Evil Aasimar Life Oracle Domain. Sorry, Oracle Life Mystery Lich. Because I want to be a Skelly Bob with feathery wings. We've got ranging shots. Each time you miss an enemy with a ranged weapon attack, your aim improves, giving a stacking +1 bonus on attacks against the same enemy up to your maximum of mythic rank. Each successful hit lessens the bonus. Pretty good. Rupture Restraints is pretty dope. 3 times per day, you can use this ability as a free action to automatically dispel any effects that make you frightened, dazed, sickened, shaken, staggered, nauseated, stunned, paralyzed, or confused. It's like, nope, fuck this. Don't want it. You can get a second Blood Rager bloodline. This also works with second Sorcerer bloodlines, second Oracle mysteries. The bigger they are, you gain a bonus on attack rolls with ranged weapons equal to the penalty to armor class the target receives from their size, if any. Unstoppable. At any time you become paralyzed, you become staggered instead. If you become nauseated, you become sickened. If you become shaken, frightened. There's also these ones, which I can't take. So there's Kinetic Overcharge. So I know someone in chat wants to play Kineticist. Gather Power ability now reduces the burn cost of the kinetic blasts by 1 additional burn point. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that's good. I don't know Kineticists well enough to know that. There's Over-Infused Blasts. You can simultaneously apply 2 substance infusions to your kinetic blasts. Again, is that good? I'm afraid I don't know enough about Kineticists to really understand that. There's Wandering Witch Hex. So you literally gain an additional Wandering Hex, which you can change as you go. Throw Elixir. So this is like for alchemists. So this allows you to do your buff spells if you have the infusion discovery to throw your infusions on your party members rather than going up to them. You can get Second Spirit if you're a shaman. Second mystery, second bloodline. Mythic Beast. Your animal companion gains a bonus to its strength, dex, and con equal to half your mythic rank +1. Its attacks now ignore damage reduction. There's where I need to go back to the top. So there's Abundant Arcane Pool. Your Arcane Pool increases by number of points equal to your mythic rank. Abundant Bane. Number of rounds per day you can use your Bane ability increases by number of rounds equal to your mythic rank. Abundant Key. Key Pool increases by number of points equal to your mythic rank. Abundant Smite. You can smite evil a number of additional times per day equal to your mythic rank. Oh, so good. Any means necessary. The Hell Knight's attacks are treated as good aligned for the purpose of overcoming damage reduction. So you can be a lawful evil Hell Knight. That is considered good aligned weapons. Beneficial Curse. You gain additional Oracle Curse, but it gives you no penalties. But you gain all the benefits for it as you level up. That's really powerful. Bloodline Ascendance. You immediately gain the ability from the 20th level of your bloodline. It's like, what? Wait, say what? They do. They target. They're like it's like using firearms. Defensive Study. Your study target ability gives you a bonus to armor class against the target of your study target ability, which is pretty sick. Everlasting Judgment. You can use Judgment any number of times per day. Pretty dope. No, but you can take a A second Blood Rager bloodline. Yeah, because Blood Ragers don't have a blood. They should. I should be able to take that. I should be able to take that, but I can't. You want your capstone, yeah. Favorite meta magic. Select one kind of meta magic. The spell level cost for it decreases by 1 to a maximum of 0. That's right. You can do. It could be a bug. I don't know. Full reservoir. You no longer gain only 3 plus half the Arcanist level arcane points in the arcane reservoir after rest. Instead, you gain 3 plus arcane, which is cool. That is intended, is it, boss? Okay. Great abundant casting. You now gain 4 more spells of 7th, 8th, and 9th. Did I not read enduring spells? Oh yeah, enduring spells. How did I miss that one? Effects of your spells on your allies that should last longer than an hour, but shorter than 24 hours, now last 24 hours. Gets better. Because you go for greater enduring spells. Effects of your spells on your allies that should last longer than 5 minutes, but shorter than 24 hours, now last 24 hours. Basically, by the time you can take this, any spell you can cast that has minutes per level will last 24 hours. That's things like Bull Strength Mass, Bear's Endurance Mass, See Invisibility Mass, all sorts of shit. Impossible Domain. Gain 1 more domain, ignoring all domain prerequisites. And yeah, that's them. So for our MC who's only doing standard, he's not going to use any of this. I don't actually know what to take. I might take Inspirational Leader. Or Leading Strike. It's got to be Leading Strike. No, sorry, Limitless Rage. If Unlimited Rage. Yes. Hour of Power from Might and Magic. Yes. So the difference with your companions is they just get mythic abilities and mythic feats. They don't get like the path related stuff. So the first thing I think I'll choose for her is Abundant Smite. Nah, actually, Abundant Smite gets better later on. I think we'll take Leading Strike with the Paladin. We'll take Leading Strike. With our Shaman, we will take... we will probably take not Leading Strike, but Enduring Spells? Or do we take Abundant Casting? I think we'll take Enduring Spells first. No. We'll take Abundant Casting for her first, I think. Or would it be beneficial to take straight away the a second spirit? Like, I think all it does... Oh, we could take Frost Spirit and then she could become a Winter Witch later on. So she's already got Battle. All it does is give you additional hexes to choose from. So let's actually take Abundant Casting to begin with. Second Spirit isn't broken? I don't think so. It's broken like Mystery. I think... Actually, if we drop out of this and we have a look at her class. Where is it? So battle. I think all it does... It is broken in this build. Oh, as in it won't work? Okay. I don't think it's super powerful. All it does is give, like, access to more spells and access to more hexes. Which, don't get me wrong, you could have some cool combinations with hexes, but I don't think it's, in and of itself, awesome. So yeah, I'll take Abundant Casting. Wenderalg, you're going to go with the Cleaving Shot. Each time you deal critical damage with your ranged weapon attack or reduce the target to 0 hit points, you deal your weapon damage to all other enemies in a 10-foot radius. Yes, please. Or we could go with Mythical Beast. Nope. Mythical Beast eventually. Then we've got... We're going to take Archmage Armor. We'd only give her one more armor class at this point. So we're going to go with Abundant Casting for her as well. And we're definitely going Abundant Casting with our eventual Mystic Thurge. But that's not all. Oh, our animals don't have a mythic rank. Yes, they have. She now has spider legs. And she has a tail, which I didn't realise. However, it doesn't appear in here. Actually, is that because she's wearing armour? No. She doesn't have it in here, sadly. Hey, Bento! How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Yes, ma'am. Oh. So what have you been up to, Bento? Have you been up to anything interesting today? Have you've been playing Resi, haven't you? Actually, fuck it. I collect all. Yeah. 1 second. Let me do a... You guys should definitely go check out Flying Bento. She's a very entertaining streamer. They were playing Devour. I don't know what that is. Is it a real life streaming of you eating something?
Make way. Warrior Queen coming through with a round for the heroes. Whoa, the heart is packed. And you considered nixing this little shindig, Beth?
I'm loving the voice acting.
I did consider it. And I am still considering it. It hasn't even been a week since the last demon was booted out of Canabris. And we really should be in a period of mourning for all the city's fallen. But the people deserve to celebrate. And he deserves to be honored. For saving the city, and possibly all of Mendov.
If you want to heap more praise on me, don't hold back.
Now that's how you celebrate your achievements.
The Raptor's cool. It's not like brokenly Uber or anything like that. See if we can see him in the crowd. I think... Oh, there he is. There's Tickles. They're beautiful models. I'll say that much. They're beautiful models. The Triceratops is a beast. It's fucking massive as well. But it's very cool. The Raptor... If you're a small race at level 7, when it becomes medium, you can ride it. The Triceratops starts medium and becomes large at level 7, which means at level 7, anyone can ride it. And they're beautiful models.
According to the Watch reports, there has been no demon activity whatsoever outside Canabris. I get the feeling the Fiends are as shocked by what happened as we are. What happened in the garrison, what you did, it was a miracle. I truly believe that the gods remembered us and decided to intervene.
Beth, come on, you agreed. No serious business today.
It's not too bad. It looks a bit weird when you're going through a doorway and your person clips through the top. But it works fine. Unless you do what I did, messing around with stuff, and you make a druid with a Triceratops animal companion, you turn into a fire elemental and you try to mount your character. So you try to mount the Triceratops. You end up as a fire elemental, standing on the ground at the very centre of the Triceratops, moving around with it. It looks like you've got a campfire underneath it.
Alright, I'm done. No more. Who would have thought we'd be celebrating a successful attack on the Grey Garrison, our own fortress, and that we'd blow the roof off the place?
It's simply unforgivable.
Comes the cheerful voice of someone sitting at the far corner of the table.
While we're on the topic of the roof, there's already a rumor going around that you have been blessed by Iomade herself. And it was her power granted to you that destroyed the garrison's walls and roof. And it turns out the people want a little piece of that blessing for themselves. The townsfolk are gathering chunks of the garrison's rubble as souvenirs and talismans. And I'm sure they'll hit the black market soon enough. Oh, yeah. Here, read on this for me. For good luck.
Yes, they did. They've updated the animation a bit. It's still a little bit stuttery to me, or maybe it's meant to be like slow-mo or something. I'm not sure what they're going for. It still shows like it now shows like an effect as them getting hurt. Also, you have a choice. The sky. What do you mean? I think so? I don't remember. I would have to go back and look. I think so. Yeah, I'll breathe on the stone. We need all the luck we can get.
Nice. I'll put it on display at home. Or maybe I'll make a hole in it and wear it as a pendant.
Oh.
Nevi! What are you on about now?
It's a beta.
What do you mean? Do you see many people at this table who've been personally blessed by Iomade herself?
Still, it's more complete than Baldur's Gate 3 is. That's for certain.
Well, a couple perhaps.
The same mirthful voice that joined in before.
Iomade's blessings are not conveyed through stones, and as public officials, we really shouldn't.
Aerith looks at the end of the table where the voice originated. Her eyes widen as her words trail off.
I feel a little chastened after what you said about public officials, but I myself have acquired a few pieces of stone and also wish to ask our hero to breathe on them for good luck. So, what now? Are you going to toss me out of this fine establishment?
The woman dressed in an unshowy finery raises her eyebrows.
Your Majesty.
Yes, it is I. I made the journey here to deduct the cost of repairing the garrison roof from your salary. We have not been introduced. Galfrey of Mendev.
Well, we've got to play the rowdy, rakish rogue. We're going to kiss a hand. The rumours of your beauty were not exaggerated. Oh, she didn't voice that. Thank you for the compliment. The Queen offers a brief smile and withdraws her hand as soon as you release it. So, this is what he looks like, the one all Mendev is talking about. News of your deeds reached me even before my messengers could.
Your Majesty, we were just... I'll have them arrange.
It does, yeah.
Calm yourself, Commander. I deliberately came here without any fanfare because I did not wish to draw attention away from our honored hero here. My personal guard and the force I brought with me are standing watch outside the city. I ordered all your sentries to stand down. They also deserve a break. Every person who tirelessly fought to save Canabris will enjoy themselves today. and my reinforcements will ensure peace and order.
That's correct around here. She is one of the romance options. So's Wendu, so's Camilla, so's Sausage. Sociel. I don't know about Seela. I think she is. Ember is not. O'Shelley, I think she is kind of in a way. Yep, Wendu is, well, romance. In my Lich playthrough, yeah. Oh, Darien, that's right. Yes, he is as well. Actually, I think most of the companions are. Yeah, I'm glad they didn't do that because that would just be a bit weird. I mean, she's an elf, but it's... Yeah, that would just be a bit wrong. Not just weird, but a bit wrong. Will you join our celebration, Your Majesty?
Please, don't Your Majesty me. We are in a tavern, not my court in Nerosian. Address me
okay,
as you would
Wolfieism.
any comrade in arms. Concerning the celebration, as you can see, I already invited myself. I couldn't pass up the chance to meet the new hero all the Crusaders are talking about. And soon, not just Crusaders.
We all need to get some rest.
Because grand new deeds lie ahead, yes?
Yes.
Your Majesty, my dear cousin.
I think I know who you're talking about. And yes, it would be super spoilery. And you would only be able to find that out through looking at stuff. I don't think she is, no.
I admit I was surprised to learn that you valiantly joined the ranks of the city's defenders. Pleasantly surprised.
I live to please you, my queen. My first thought when Daskari cruelly robbed us of noble Terendelev and half of Canabris' crusaders in one fell swoop was of you, my queen, and of how these events would weigh heavily on you. No one could have foreseen the demon attack, and we have so successfully held the defense here for 4 heroic crusades.
You lying sack of shit, Darren.
I'm going to drown him in the nearest well this very night.
I'll hold him down.
I value your dedication and your eloquence. I hope you will continue to aid our soldiers.
Not a chance. You know that I am not made for the front lines. Excellent, Bash, but alas, I really must go. Important matters to be getting on with. A new shipment of wine from Keonan, and 3 beautiful creatures of the same provenance. But I will most assuredly come to say my farewells before your army departs on its campaign, which, wherever it may lead you, will undoubtedly be crowned with victory.
I shall hold you to that, Count. And now allow me to devote some time to the hero of the evening. I did not come here solely to give you this chance to celebrate, but all serious discussions and official announcements can wait until tomorrow. I have big plans for all of you, especially for you. But I want to keep you in suspense for a little while longer, so I shan't say another word. Let us mark this victory. My first toast is to you, the hero of Canabris. Now, what are we drinking?
We're drinking the Holy Barley Brew, of course.
The fires of Canabris have died down. Now the army's path leads to the walls of Dresden, a fallen citadel that the Crusaders have been trying in vain to reclaim for 70 years. The new piece on the board might give their efforts some added momentum.
That's a really Volesh. Now, I can't remember whether we're going to level up or not. Yeah, I like her voice as well. Is that him next to Erebus? The hero who saved Canabras? The Queen is coming. The Queen! Have they fixed the grass? They fixed the grass!
Today is a day of sorrow and pride. Sorrow because we weep for our brothers and sisters who perished in Canabras. Pride because despite demonic treachery, our heroes repelled the attack and saved the city. I, Queen Golfrey of Mendev, declare this day the first day of the Fifth Crusade. And I am glad to introduce the one who will lead the attack on the forces of the Abyss. The hero of Canabras, Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade. Your leader from now unto victory or death. And now it's time to rest.
Hey, cool.
Everyone is dismissed.
God, it almost sounded like Mordhau for a moment then.
There. The troop review is finished. I'll give you some time to look around the camp, and then I shall expect your presence at headquarters.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I agree, Aranta. If you played Kingmaker like 6 months after release, it was the Baldur's Gate 2 successor. But because of its launch, it got a bit soured in some people's taste. This, however, will definitely be the Baldur's Gate successor. Like, different rule set, but thematically so much closer. Kingmaker is a fantastic game now, yeah. Okay, so she's going to tell us about the camp. First things we're going to do is loot everything, so we can sell it. There's a chapel tent now. Ah, okay. Okay, so Iomade, Irastil, Torag, Desna. Hey, where's my god? Where's Caden? Burn it down. They got the wrong gods. You don't need those. This is the field medic. What have we got in here now? I got a book we can have. This is where Camilla is. Okay, you guys don't do anything. Okay. Recruits, the Eagle Watch, there's Fluffy. There's some sealers hanging out. I didn't rescue the bards. Ooh. What's this? May Canabras be damned. Ah, seditious stuff. Think we've got some earth elementals digging out the trenches. Yep. I love this touch as well. I think earth elementals dig out the trenches rather than having the soldiers do it. Ah, thank you for sending the follow. The weapon I've currently got is not the one with wide sweep, but I will be buying it because I have the money to do it.
I'll show the way.
I don't think this is the one with the wide sweep. I think it's just a +2. It's just a +2 side, yeah. Oh yeah, I can do the mythic rank of the other people as well, who weren't with us. There's Windalg and Tickles. Is there any loot around here? Yeah, look at all this loot. That'll get sold back to the quartermaster. Because these guys don't need it. If they need it, they would have it equipped. There's Ember. Oh, is there no storyteller around? Ah, okay. Was the storyteller around here? I forget. No. Let's check out this tent. This is a bit of fourth wall though. Take that. This is from Irabeth's tent. She doesn't need that either. Okay. Oh, here's the storyteller. Let's see if he can look at any of the stuff we've got. What about turn to scale? Can you do anything about it? No. Please examine the items I'm carrying. He hasn't found anything else. Okay. There's Nino, Crusader Wizard. So we've got Wilson Garms, who's our quartermaster. Horgus Worm. He's the cleric dude. I wonder if he's actually of use now. You don't remember me? I'm Jono. We've spoken of the Defender's Heart. So you're the commander of the Crusade now. Aristotle knows it's hard to imagine someone worthier than taking up the post safe of Canabras, and the gods help you prevail. You joined the Crusade? Who are you? Now we know who that is. What were you doing in Defender's Heart? Okay, he still doesn't give us anything. Wolf Shiv. Cool. August Worm. Queen is expecting you, Knight Commander, so I'll not detain you. So... show me what you have. First, let's sell a whole bunch of stuff. We'll keep Abrupt Force. Sell that. Let's sell the Cold Iron Falchion and all of this stuff. We'll keep that. Ooh, half plate of Vigor. +2 half plate grants his wearer a +2 enhancement bonus to Constitution. Ooh. Heavy Paws. We don't have anyone with natural attacks. We won't get anyone. I'll sell it. Plus cloak resistance +2. Okay. And okay, weapons. Let's sort by price in descending order. So the Black Dragon Fang, one of my favourite weapons which you can get. +3 corrosive longsword. Whenever it lands a hit on an enemy, it deals 2d6 corrosive damage to all enemies in 30 foot. After this ability has been activated, it can't be activated for 1d4 rounds. Nimble Edge, +1 speed S-stock when it confirms a critical hit. Now, keep in mind it's an 18 to 20 weapon, so if you have improved critical or you get it to be keen, it becomes 15 to 20. On the enemy, the wielder gets a +2 morale bonus to dexterity, and each attack they make deals an additional 1d4 piercing for 2d3 rounds. Awesome. I mean, it's 50k. Relentless Assault, +3 Dwarven War Axes wielding a second weapon in the other hand. Whenever they confirm a critical hit with it, they also make an additional attack with the second weapon. Wide Sweep. This +2 scythe lands a hit, it deals its weapon damage to all adjacent enemies. Yoink. I mean, for someone with Vital Strike? Yes, please. I don't know if the Vital Strike damage happens. If it does, that's awesome. Let's have a look at the armors. We'll do those in descending order as well. Dawn of Life. Tail Shield limits its wielder speed to 20 foot, which is fine if they're wearing full plate. Whenever they receive a critical hit, they're healed for an amount of hit points equal to the number of their hit dice. Adamantine full plate +1. Enforced Remorse, +2 spiked heavy shield, used for shield bash, behaves like a vicious weapon, dealing an extra 2d6 points of damage to the opponent, but 1d6 to the wielder. Mithril Chain Shirt +2. Mithril Chainmail. Do we have enough money to get the Adamantine full plate +1? No. Damn, we're close. Maybe if we sell all the books. Alright, what's this stuff? Other, yeah. At least we'll know where to get them if we need to buy them back. Sending Scrolls is useless. That's only going to get us 925. We were like several thousands short. So they could lose an armor class but gain twice the level in hit points. It's actually not too bad. Okay, so we need to equip that. Wide sweep. Beautiful. And then keep the same armor class and more hit points, which gives us full plate for the pally. Which gives us another set of full plate to give to nobody. We do have light and harness. Which I thought... No, we can't give to them. Let's quickly give the mythic ranks to these guys. Darren is going to take second mystery. He's going to take... Oh, it is broken. You can't choose it. That's a shame. So he'll take Abundant Casting. And Nino will also take Abundant Casting because spell slots for spell casters. And I think we'll take Archmage Armor for him later. For the time being, we'll take Abundant Casting. And now everyone's mythic ranked up, I believe. Let's quickly fill out those spell slots for people. Knight Nino, let's give you another haste. Displacement, a couple of fireballs. Second level spells. You got a mirror image. Don't need to see invisibility anymore. Let's get rid of one of them for one mage armor. Wolf Shiv. Add another Cat's Grace and an Animal Aspect, another Frigid Touch. And then, God, look at this. 9 first level spells. Love it. Okay. Our second level cleric. Sorry, third level cleric. Take a Find Traps. Another Arrow of Law. Take a... That's only personal. Can't put that there. Protection from a line of communal we can have here. And in there we'll put a bark skin, I guess. And a bone shaker. Here. So a shield of faith, a stunning barrier, another remove fear, a couple more bane. And we've got a wizard, which he also gets the benefit of it. I don't think so, Blades. Not as far as I'm aware. Let's take an enlarged person. Let's take a couple of snowball. You don't prepare, you don't prepare. You do. We'll take another energy resist communal. Take another magic. Oh, we can't take multiple magic resistance. Take a couple of dispel magics and a remove curse. It's always handy to have on hand. So let's see. So we've got our 3 frontline fighters plus our 2 animal companions. We'll then take a remove paralysis and a hold person. Here, let's take a couple more cure light wounds. I remove fear on you. And a second remove fear. Also, you can take abundant casting for the paladin. That means the paladin suddenly gets loads of spells, which is really, really useful. Okay, let's go chat with the queen. See what she says. How close to level are we? Not too bad. Alright, Queenie. She greets you with a stare. She has dropped the pompous air with which you just announced the 5th Crusade. The face of the ruler of Mendor appears calm and thoughtful. She has made her move and now awaits her opponent's reply.
Commander, I'm satisfied with the troop review, but I do not expect they will be sufficient for the task. You will have to prove yourself a shrewd leader and hire the necessary troops with the provided funds. I have chosen a target for your campaign, and that target is Dresden, our lost outpost within the World Wound. The Sword of Valor was kept there, a banner that was once carried by Iomade herself. Our greatest relic was lost when the city fell. I should make one thing clear from the start. The Sword of Valor is no mere symbol, but a powerful weapon against demons. The holiness of the banner weakens them and robs them of one of their most dangerous abilities, teleportation.
She's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Okay, we also have this lull. Here's my social stuff. I do announce when I go live on Twitter and on the Discord. Also, if you do want to throw me a follow, you'll see when I go live. You'll get a little notification. I would love to have your company as I play more of this. But onward, more of the game.
A forced march to Dresden awaits you. The Sword of Valor is kept somewhere within the Citadel. The demons probably think it's a hunting trophy. Its recovery is just as important as retaking the city itself. I hope the task is clear. I'm sending 2 specialists to help you, along with the soldiers. A historian, Nura Denduar, and a cleric, Sojil Danik.
Sausage.
One of the famous inquisitors of the Church of Iomade also wants to talk to you. The Honorable Leota, whom everyone calls Hawkblade.
Okay.
I do not wish to keep you, Commander. The matter I must discuss with you is extremely
Thank you,
important,
Blades.
but it is not directly related to the Crusade. You no doubt wish to meet your new comrades and speak with Her Majesty. Therefore, I shall leave you now. But I ask that you seek me out in the camp at your earliest convenience.
What gravelly voice.
Hi! Listen, it's
God.
amazing here. It's like I'm in a ballad. There's knights in shining armor, deadly dangers, glorious feats. We are going to show those demons! I'm so tired of sitting in a library reading books about history. It's time I took part in it!
Hey, Lindsay 2.0. We'll see. Oh, by the way, R.I.P. Lindsay. Rest in pages.
I'm glad to help our cause, Commander. If you have some time later, I'd like to speak with you further.
You'll have plenty of time to talk. You're the Knight Commander's people now, his trusted advisors and companions. Now then, will you please leave us? Irabeth, you can go too.
Rest in pages. Okay. Did you know that the souls of angels from heaven are confined in the Wardstone?
Just as much. Many angels
okay.
fought alongside us
That was
in the
weird.
First Crusade. Heaven was unable to mobilize its full might to aid us, but individual celestials volunteered to fight for our cause. And one day, they all vanished, saying that they were setting off on an important mission. Not long after, Iomade's herald erected the first wardstone in Canobris, and then the others in cities across Mendev. Even back then, I had nagging doubts, but my faith in Iomade easily assuaged them. It is for us to serve the goddess after all, not to question her works. Nevertheless, I am pleased that you solved the mystery of the wardstone in Canobris, and were able to save this gift of Iomade. It was a deed worthy of a Knight Commander of the 5th Crusade.
She's got like super English accent, like ye olde English accent. I mean, I guess if they're going to go with an accent, that's fine. No, it doesn't need to know that. have some... When my defense is high, I never imagined you'd make me commander of the new crusade.
Some actions may be deemed bold, or even extreme. And beyond those, there are some you might call the Queen's last resort. I am not a simple monarch. I am at war with the Abyss, a war which has lasted over 100 years. I cannot allow myself the luxury of caution. In you, I see a chance, and I am willing to stake everything on it. However, you cannot blame me for putting you in charge of the crusade. I only formalized what had already happened in the hearts and minds of many. People spoke of the power that descended upon you and helped you save the Wardstones from corruption and total destruction. Word of this feat quickly spread far beyond the borders of Mendev. There was no other person who could better fit the role of Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade.
The task is clear. Actually, what are you going to do?
Overlooking a spot of insubordination just at the moment. However, I shall answer you. I shall prepare the defenses at Nerosian and all the other border cities and plan the future of the Fifth Crusade. Does that satisfy your curiosity, Knight Commander?
Ooh. My queen, I'd ask you to remain with us. The Dresden campaign is the hope of the crusade, and the blessings of Iomade that you carry may be decisive in this battle. I didn't see this option last time because I was evil. Fuck it.
What is this I hear? A polite attempt to appeal to the conscience of an old sovereign? I don't know if you realize what you're suggesting. If our enemies in the depths of the wound were to discover that I was with your army, they would immediately send their most vicious demons to attack. They would stop at nothing to be rid of me, and thereby sow chaos across Mendev.
So we keep it a secret.
But you are right. I shouldn't be sitting it out in the rear. I am a warrior queen, and a queen of warriors. Yet my fighters have forgotten what I look like. Fine. I shall join the crusade, but on my own terms. First, I shall assemble my entourage and lead the parade out of the camp. I shall catch up with you later, along with a few hand-picked bodyguards. We'll change our armor, and I'll become a knight of a minor order and join the troops incognito.
No, she's King Arthuring it.
Until we approach Dresden, no one should know I am among you. But before we storm the city, I shall show myself to the troops and join the battle. Let it be a surprise for the demons. I hope you won't complain of my company on the road, Commander, since you were the one who insisted upon it. Do you have any other questions? Splendid.
I didn't know she was a
We
companion.
have one final matter to attend to. It should be rather enjoyable. Count, there you are.
Do we have to
You
have
received my
him?
instruction?
Do we have to? Really?
I did, though I did not have time to read the thing before I was dragged before your majesty. In truth, I was readying myself to depart.
No matter. I trust you will forgive your sovereign for the rather brusque summons, especially when you learn what prompted it. As you are aware, he has recently been appointed my Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade. I spent a long while pondering whom to appoint to the highly sensitive post of Commander's Field Attaché and Advisor Plenipotentiary without portfolio. Congratulations, Count.
It is a great honor, I suppose.
What a great gesture, Your Majesty. I bet our dear Count would have been inconsolable if you haven't given him a chance to serve the common cause.
I knew you would approve, Commander.
The Queen bestows a smile on you, then brings her gaze to rest on Darren once more.
I had my doubts about whether you were ready for such a responsibility, Count, but your conduct in Kenobris has put my mind at ease. So, you will travel with the troops to Dresden. Only the commander may remove you from your post, but I trust that you will dutifully fulfill his orders and make a good showing of yourself. Especially since word of your appointment, Count, will reach the court at any moment. all of Mendev's nobility will be following your successes in service to the nation, including all of your devoted admirers. I even heard that one bard with whom you are particularly friendly has already begun composing a ballad to honor your heroic participation in the crusade and your faithful service to the commander here.
Your largesse truly knows
She really
no
is.
bounds,
It's really
dear
good.
cousin. I am most gratified by the honor you have shown me.
Then let's get going. May Ayomade help us.
Okay. I did not know Queen Galfrey was a companion. Okay, she's not turned up in here yet. Okay. Let's grab this stuff. Grab this. Oh, what's this? Instrument of Freedom. Ah, wait. Oh yeah, I forgot I had that. Yeah. I did not know that either. She's going to do a King Arthur. She's not a companion? Oh. She's just going to appear in the camp, is she? Oh, that's a shame. The commander becomes host to an anomalous force, and his dreams are filled with strange visions. He feels the space around him distort, and his sensory organs are flooded by false images, bred by distortions of light and air. Reality itself tries to expel the commander into some dark tunnel. At the other end, a grim figure awaits. His body resists this crude attempt to wrench it from reality, but the unknown force finds a tangle in the commander's soul. One made of demonic rage and destructive desire, the stranger grabs at it and pulls, like a hunter reeling in a harpoon. Troubled by the sudden intrusion, the dark and ominous force deep in the commander's soul answers with a grimacing growl. The commander... Is this the demon music? Pretty metal. Ugh. Oh. Yeah, right. Let's stare intensely. Stare intently at the ghostly figure. Let's roll them bones. We need a 11. Yeah. The darkness conceals the stranger's appearance, but something can be glimpsed. A massive set of bull's horns crowding ahead, the tips glinting malevolently. Can we roll a 16? Nope. Never encountered anything like it. I like this. Finds comfort in realizing that he's human, a mortal, and no one could ever break the will of this stubborn species. Pretty apt. By force of will, the commander pushes his anger down, as deep in his soul as he can. The attraction rapidly weakens in response, as if the mysterious enemy can no longer sense the commander and concentrate its efforts on him. The apparition recedes, leaving the commander wondering whether it was reality or a nightmare. Recruitment. Wow, there's some loot. Let's move one step. We'll accept you guys. God, the Children's Crusade. That was a real thing if people weren't aware. Okay, gotta go there with Sealer. Let's do this bit. Oh, there is someone on the road. Get ready. Magical anomalies are common in the world of Galarian. So common, the use of the word anomaly itself is questionable. A regular city dweller will encounter chaotic manifestations of supernatural power at least once in their lifetime. One might naturally assume that the strange sky, the ghostly fire from the rifts in the ground, and the rain of eyeballs, all that the Worldwind is known for, should find some purchase in the mortal mind. But even the most worldly of travellers feels uneasy at its borders. Why? Perhaps instinctively they understand that this place is not merely a magical wasteland, but a wound, an ulcer, through which the world itself bleeds into the abyss. The commander and his army walk up to the high bank of the West Selen River, where it jaws near the border of the Worldwind. The soldiers' feet halt unbidden. On the other bank rises a series of cliffs, too regular in shape to have been formed by wind or water. The sky hangs over the sharp edges and sickening bends, the shades of mercury on the horizon rising to dirty rust. At its arches above the soldier's head, it regains its familiar azure hue. The soldiers whisper and grumble. The commander feels eyes upon his back. Somewhere among them, wearing simple armour and unrecognised by anyone, the ruler of Mendev is standing, watching the new commander. The commander gives the signal to wait and climbs the highest point along the bank. There he decides to address the soldiers and boost their morale. Huzzah! Establishing rapport with his troops is yet another battle the leader must face. Through the subtle alchemy of words, one can win trust and raise morale, or lose faith in authority. Addressing the army on the border of the Worldwind, the commander seeks to establish himself as a military leader on this new battleground, and his efforts prove fruitful. The soldiers listen dutifully, smiles appearing on their faces. Someone in the ranks jokes the demons are growing tired of waiting for them. The army keeps moving. Lines of soldiers step warily beneath the shroud of the low black clouds. It's like the Worldwind has reached out a finger onto the lands of Mendev. The gesture seems eerily harmless, but then the clouds come to life, shooting out howling tornadoes one after another. The tornadoes come from all sides, from ahead, behind, and right above the soldiers' heads. The power of the elements on one side of the scales, the soldiers' faith and inspiration on the other. It's plain to see which is greater. The determined army runs the gauntlet of tornadoes. The struggles last over half an hour, but the army only loses a few bags of supplies and a dozen hats whipped off into the sky. After stopping to catch their breath, the soldiers continue. Their first encounter with the Worldwind has ended in their favour. I just want to level up. Let's do this little bit with Sealer. Righty. Can't even remember what was here. This means, oh, we haven't slept. They don't have their spells, do they? Oh, they got some of them. Okay. Fire's always a good bet. Fluffy, Tickles. On the Paladin, and on Tickles. I thought we had unlimited rage, but I don't know if I could have sworn I took limitless rage. Didn't I take limitless rage? Mythic path. Yeah, you no longer have a limited amount of rage rounds per day. Instead, whenever you're into rage, you gain temporary hit points. Okay. I don't know why I still got a 6 there. Hopefully that's not a bug. And on you as well. He could well be. Hopefully not. And oh, We're finally here. Ellen and Curl must be around here somewhere, and Jana too, if they gave her permission to leave. Ah, there they are. Greeting, Sealer, and greetings to you, Knight Commander. Ellen puts his hands behind his back and bows slightly. Then he casts an inquisitive glance at you. He seems less friendly than he was a day he met you at Defender's Heart. Ellen is feeling a little shy. He thought he asked for help from a couple of nobodies like us, but now you turned into the saviours of Canaris, Knights of the Fifth Crusade, marked by Iomede's blessing. And he still came to help him dig through a pile of junk. Haha. That's not cool, Baggett. I assure you, I'm the same Sealer, your friend from the League of the Cart. And we came here to help you look for Ellen's ring. By the way, where's Curl? He didn't come with us. He said an old wound was acting up. Alright, my friends, since we're here, let's finish this mission quickly. I really don't feel comfortable bothering the Knight Commander with my personal problems. I'm glad we're here to help you, Ellen. I hope everything works out perfectly for your wedding too. I love weddings so much. They're full of joy and new beginnings, but I haven't been to any yet. Can I come? Of course, Lady Ember. Let's hope my bride doesn't run away for the bungler who managed to lose the ring he bought for her. Off we go. Yeah, they're going to look for the northern side. And then re-level. Alright, let's level quickly. Pure Paladin for her. Let's get rid of... Just get rid of diseases. Saves us having to ever worry about that stuff again. That's nothing. Trickery and Arcana. And nothing new for you. Something for us, I believe. Don't really need the trickery. I'll do perception. I need to keep persuasion up. I'll keep mobility as well. No abilities whatsoever. Okay. Wandering Marksman. Another second level spell. Cast Grace and Sense Vitals. Let's go for... Barkskin? Sure. Save someone else having to have a spell slot for it, I guess. Ember. Okay, you're going to take... Let's see, so you've got Evil Eye and Slumber. So let's go for Cackle. And then... Ooh, a third level spell. Heroism's good. All items and Rage, remove Curse, remove Disease, Spit Venom, Summon Monster, Vampiric Touch, Lightning Bolt. We'll have Dispel Magic on tap. And then the Animal Companions also level up. We should probably go with the, light barding. And how much for her to level up? Quite a bit. Okay, I think let's just save it whilst having leveled. Alright, thank you everyone for joining me today. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for your company, and thank you for chat. You know, I enjoy it so much more having you lot with me on the journey. My next day of streaming will be Wednesday next week, from 7 till 11. Until then, take care, stay safe, and wash your fucking hands. Bye guys.